We'll be taking a look at Valhalla Knights, Eldar Saga today. And I'm just going to wait a few minutes here to see if we have our intro video. If not, we'll just get right into it. Have you ever played any Valhalla Knights game?
No, well, never.
This is the only one I've ever played. Oh man, I loved it.
No, is this like a free roam game, or is it like a Fire Emblem with a tactical?
No, it's free roam.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Yep. Yeah, it does. Just doesn't have the Soul Calibur blade. I am the old man.
Alright, now let's get started. What kind of character should I pick?
I don't know. Every time I play an RPG, I always prefer swordsman. It's just, I guess that's my fallback since I always want something. It's just swordsman.
Alright, well, I'll make a swordsman on this one, and I can always
change stuff if you want to.
Yeah, actually, yes. You can change jobs in the middle of the game anytime you want, pretty much.
But see, does it weaken your character? Like, let's say you're like really far in the game and you change your job.
You change your job. You have to start over with it. It doesn't weaken your defense too much, but you will have to start with base skills for that job. So your skills are going to be very weak.
So I guess you should pick the right class for it.
Yeah, but you can always go back to it earlier. Not mission, but area. Alright. Oh yeah.
That's like, is that in the capital mode?
I am
like the older system,
I know. But see, all the people that, you know, they, unfortunately, in part 1 of the game, you can only be human. Which kind of sucks. You got your fighter, your thief, priest, mage, and bard to start.
I'm not gonna lie, I always loved the thief class, but they're so weak. Like, you always get butt kicked.
That they are. It's pretty good vitality. Both
This guy straight up with the strength.
Well, yeah, fighter class. And then I definitely want dexterity, otherwise my hits are not gonna land in the beginning. Kinda sucks. Then he doesn't need intelligence. I'll be a dumbass.
Isn't intelligence usually like magic?
Magic, yeah. I'm not going to change
times,
anytime soon.
a meteor shower rained down upon the land and heralded in the age of chaos. Foul creatures terrorized the land once more. sending civilization into a downward spiral that consumed countless lives. But courage yet remained, and the people rose up to fight. Humans, elves, dwarves, halflings, an alliance of races was formed. Their strength united, they managed to drive the monsters back to the western edge, the Eldar region. Eldar. Origin of the monsters, known to all as the Cursed Lands, once again teemed with evil. Hundreds of years have passed, and those who remain behind still fight to this day.
Alright. I do kind of wish they had voices though. And this is another one of those ones that go back like Legend of Zelda, sort of. Where your character does not speak, he has no lines.
Silent protagonist.
Yes.
The only thing I hate about games like that is when they act like they ask your character a question.
Yeah.
And they gotta make
your
some
character nods or something.
They gotta make some gesture.
This one does that. Like, he'll move like this, like he's speaking.
At least in the Skyward Sword Stick series, you kind of got to pick an option that made you feel like you were expressing language.
Alright, so let's see. Standard joystick move around. C is to run.
That is a weird ass run.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a full charge.
Yeah, it is. This is your house, and let's see. You got your closet where you store stuff. You're safe. You can put money away. You change your speech and your hairstyle. You got your basic little shop here. The blacksmith to repair weapons and armor, and your quests, which I can't do anything with right now. And this is an interesting part. This here is the tavern where mercenaries you meet along in the game, you can rehire for other missions. If you're having trouble, you get a mercenary and have them come help you. I always found this butler really weird. He would creep me out.
He does look creepy. I think it's the glasses.
I think it's the whole attire. He just kind of looks pretty creepy to me. And the way he says a certain house.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
I mean, what if I don't want to go?
No. Did you see your character? Why does he have a breastplate armor, but his total midsection is open?
I don't know, man. Starting equipment.
Shorts and boots.
Yeah, right? That's the fighter class starting equipment. Like the mage. I'll explain it. The mage is like a shirt, like kind of looks like it's made out of some kind of cloth or something. Cloth leather mix. But the entire breastplate is open, so it kind of looks like a open button shirt. It's really weird. I don't know. I do like that each class, though, they did give starting equipment, its own starting equipment, so you can tell the difference.
Where the hell?
Yeah, where was she hiding that thing?
It's as big as your sword almost. It's not a knife, it's a Bowie knife. Is she like a maid or something too in that like outfit?
No, she's from what I remember, I think she's a childhood friend, and apparently your character's been gone for a while. Excuse me.
So you needed that knife to accept quests?
Yep. And I've got none right now. Like I said, you can change your job at any time.
That costs money.
Yes. But as you progress in these jobs, hybrid jobs open up.
Okay, so like
Just what all
a
these
mage,
are.
like a spell sword, like you could be like
Yeah.
a really good fighter and a good mage.
Yep.
Yeah, stuff like that. Okay.
And if I had my old Wii and my old save data, I'd be able to show you all of them. Oh, I got so into this game, I'm not even joking. And I don't think it's available anymore, but it actually had online play, where you could team up with somebody else playing this game and go through quests. So, graphics are... It's an older system, yeah. And I think, if I remember correctly, this was actually a port. I think these were originally released on PSP in 2 separate parts, and then they kind of, I guess, remastered and put them together on the Wii in one disc.
You know, like I always said, I think since the graphic era has came, it's less story driven. I prefer a better story over graphics. I could play an old game. I could play an old game and always enjoy it if it has a good story compared to playing a game that looks beautiful, but I get bored with it quickly.
Yeah. And I mean, I like picking up those games once in a while, but they're a quick pick up, play, put down,
Right.
walk away. These things, like earlier when I was playing this a little bit, I got lost in time. Like before I knew it, 2 hours had passed. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!"
Right.
And it felt like 5 minutes. It's just ridiculous.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like yesterday when I was playing through Zelda. I was
We didn't record that, did we?
Huh?
We didn't.
we
should have recorded that. Oh, dude, when I was messing with the program earlier for the editing, Rhiannon sat here and I had her play. She was playing Majora's Mask. So we'll have a little bit of Majora's Mask stuff to upload here soon. Well, maybe not so much. We might use it for a little bit here and there, but there's no audio. Like I didn't have the mic plugged in or anything. Maybe upload it as special guest play or something.
What?
Yeah, right?
You build your mansion beside a cave that gets filled with monsters, and you just keep
Well, no.
living there?
What he's saying is, the cave. I think they built it there because of the herb or whatever, or maybe the cave
Hey, come on!
was
You
afterwards.
didn't build your house near a cave because you knew there was an herb inside of
No.
it. Well,
Maybe
no,
they found it or
well,
something.
it did say his family came from a line of mages, so they could have. You're right.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes
but
more sense.
not only that, but if I might have skipped over a little fast or something. He said that monsters had just started pouring in there.
Well, my ass would be moving that wheelchair on somewhere. I'm like, getting eaten by those monsters today. He already paid you?
Yeah,
Payment in advance.
yeah. He wants you to be prepared. He said, or something, so. I wasn't reading because we were talking. Like once I get up to the point I played to earlier, I'm gonna have to start reading stuff again. Anyways, should probably buy armor first. I don't think. Just give me a hat. Should I get a hat? I got
Does it actually
5,000.
show up on your character?
Yes.
Oh,
Everything changes.
honestly, I've always cared that my character looked cool or not. I don't know how dumb
I've
that
been there.
sounds.
I've been there.
I know how dumb that sounds when it comes to like defense and stuff, but like in games that do this, like Dragon Age and stuff, like I'll go without helmets just so I can see my character's face. Because I'm like, why did I spend, 3 hours customizing what he looks like to where I never see him? It's kind of why I hate like Elder Scrolls for doing that. Like you spend so long customizing your character to look awesome, and you never see him. Unless you're playing in third person, but then the game doesn't look as beautiful,
I am actually gonna go ahead and grab the waist bag now. Because all this stuff at the bottom, when you're looking at the waist part, definitely look at the slots. Slots is how many items you can quick slot. Now earlier I made a mistake and I had bought the ribbon belt. One slot. I can only equip one thing.
What does it mean by rank 6? Like, do you have to be that rank to wear it?
No.
Or is that like how good it is, like its rarity?
I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking probably rarity. Shit. I didn't really look into that, and I don't quite remember. But let's see. Because if it's you have to be rank 6, then your character starts off as rank 6. Because I can go and equip this now. Right now I got a utility belt which has 2 slots. Sure. Anyway. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into that. Alright, so let's try and get some missions on so we actually show some gameplay here. Go that MP, 10 MP. Of course, I'm not really going to be using magics. I'm
wondering, Butler, let me in your dark cave behind your house.
You think it's funny? Wait until you see what monsters are in the cave. The butler cannot go back there. Alright, let's see. We got a little tutorial to go through. Fun. Yada yada. C button. So the same button that lets you run allows you to climb and descend. Let's see. So far, this place looks pretty clear. The butler can't come back here. What's up with that? Alright, now look at this. Isn't that just a frightful monster?
A bunny.
Exactly. The butler cannot come back here because of this.
I mean, granted, that's a big bunny.
Yeah, it is. And it does attack you too. After it runs away a little bit. Yeah,
Demon bunnies.
They should have given me eyes.
There's a lot of them, though. Oh, you leveled up. Achievement unlocked. Bunny slaughter.
Dude, this is so much quicker with a fighter. Earlier I was playing as the mage.
Yeah, I can never play as a mage. Like, not as, like, my...
I got an animal foot.
Like, I can never play as a mage. Like, I have to have either rogue or
did you see the f***ing teeth on that thing? Okay, I don't blame him for being afraid now. I just saw those teeth as I slayed it.
I like how you showed the spear.
Did it?
Yeah.
Whoopsie. I just dropped it behind. It's okay. I'll pick it up.
See? See? What is that?
That's difficult.
Is there like a raccoon mixed with a baby wolf?
I don't know.
Capybara. I've heard of those. Those are real.
Oh yeah, and C is to pick up materials. I know I've been doing that. You're probably wondering how the hell are you picking that up?
Why does your sword glow?
Oh, that is actually a good question. It's going to be answered, I think, right now. Oh no, it's the next one. Anyways, as you make contact with enemies, it's some kind of meter somewhere, the burst meter or whatever. You shake the Wii remote and you do a special attack, which, as soon as I find something, I'll show you what the fighters is. I see my prey. Oh, damn. Yeah, this is actually going to say connecting hits on monsters will raid your burst gauge. Yeah, that's right. Ha. Yeah, you're getting ahead of the game, buddy.
Alright.
7?
Yeah, that took
Are you kidding me?
Summon too. Like, what was that?
I don't know. My mage one, dude, or the first time I did it was like 53 down. Of course, at this point, I had leveled up a couple times. But still, that was ridiculous. Z button to lock on. Can't wait to get past the tutorial. There I am, mashing A. Not bad, guys. Swing the sword in the air like a madman. Alright, this just circles back around, I think, yeah. Alright. Look at the magical herb. It's a flower.
You ever noticed in RPGs there's like at least one quest to always go get a plane to save somebody's life? Thinking about it.
Yeah, that's kind of true with most RPGs. If not all. Speaking of which, the other game I'm talking about playing, Summon Night. You have to go a couple of times, I think, get a couple...
Some of the Tellscans.
Couple different herbs. Yep.
Like, I think everyone I've played, I remember going and getting a plant for something.
It is so true.
Whether it's your party member or just a random person.
Yeah. It's cool we got this set up now. Working properly. Hopefully soon we'll have some multiplayer videos to upload. Speaking of which, when it comes to it, I know this is coming to... I know those come into big play later on, I just can't remember how.
his girl, like her daughter or son, is sick, and you give her the Stardust, and once you give her all 50, she gives you an item to fight the super boss of that game.
Yes, we can do a PlayStation. We can do a playthrough for that. That is a long game.
Or it is.
Yeah. Well, what's cool about this, doing the older game systems though, is that if you think about it, like the current generation have been raised on the newer systems with the graphics. And they may not have the consoles, or maybe they just don't think they want to try any of them. This gives them a chance to see how great this old game stories used to be. I mean, don't get me wrong, they got some good ones now too. But
Well, I think more now is the franchises have taken over. Less than the stories. Like, it's getting harder to find good RPGs.
I think the current, they focus too much on making it look realistic and graphically beautiful that it takes up so much to make it that graphically beautiful, and it takes away from the amount of story or the amount of story they can create.
And I think also, like, some of the companies like, Activision and Infinity Ward, they try to produce a game every year. And, I would rather wait for a game that I know is going to be good than...
Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
Cannot
Breath
wait.
of the Wild. Then well, the same goes for Elder Scrolls though too. I would have waited, like, they take years to develop their games. But there's so much content and story and lore and, it's even graphically appealing, and that it's worth the wait. And it costs the same as a game that's made in a year with a story you can beat an hour, well, not an hour, but a day.
like 4 hours. I think my brother beat, which company was it? The storyline, he beat it in like 4 hours.
Yeah, like
I
would much rather have a game where I know I won't beat immediately, but I will enjoy the experience and the story. Like, there's a game for the 360, I'm trying to think of it. It's one of my favorite RPGs that they've never made a sequel to, as far as I know. But all the people were named after musical instruments. And the main character was a famous composer. And everyone was in his dream while he was dying. And, Eternal Sonata was what it was called. Great game.
What was it?
Eternal Sonata.
No, what was it for?
Xbox 360. It might have went on the PlayStation 3 as well.
I remember something.
Like, there was this archer, her name was Viola. And,
So what this kid can't do in walking, he makes up for in talking. Damn, he talks forever. Alright. After each quest, you got reward items, which, I really wish they would have all hit C or Z or something. I have to go through and accept every single one. Like, you're really gonna pass up on taking a reward item. Even if it's something you don't want, you go sell it. Anyways. Yes. Oh my god, we haven't even done the first actual quest yet. We're already going on 30 minutes here. Now, when you pick up weapons from monsters and whatnot, you have to get them appraised. Of course. Ooh. What the? Interesting. And I will sell the knives. Well, that might be better than mine. I'm gonna sell that utility belt I took off earlier. Okay, so let's go ahead and equip the new stuff we got. And if you notice up at the top there, the CP exceeds my limit. I'm gonna go ahead and unequip the knife I'm not using. But also, don't forget, we leveled up. What should I put this on? I'm gonna put it on. Well, I was actually landing hits pretty well earlier, wasn't I? Up my vitality. And my resistance. Speed one more. Okay. We'll go with that, sure, why not? Skills. Alright. So here's the base skills for the fighter. Allows you to use one-handed swords better. That'd be good to start off with. And I think I'm gonna raise my strength. Oh, and that opens regeneration already. Cool. Now I'm torn. Do I increase my sword, one-handed sword skills, or go with regeneration? I'm gonna increase sword skills first. And they're all passive, it looks like. Which is gonna make things difficult later on in the game. I don't remember how many passive and how many active he has. I guess we'll see later on. Alright. Now that we did the tutorial, there should be 2 quests available to us. One being the one he wanted us to do, which was Hare Hunt. I don't know why he wants us to go kill a bunch more bunnies. You know, this kid has got something against bunnies.
I mean, you know, they could be eating the herb he needs.
This is true. And he wants the rest of them cleared out in front of his mansion before they make it to the back of his mansion and in the cave, I guess. I don't know. All we know is he thinks bunnies. This is where... Hey, look at that, right out the gate.
I thought that was the monster right there.
What, that guy over there?
No, that guy you just killed.
Like, he kind of is. It's some kind of, I don't know, twisted human being, or twisted humanoid of some kind.
Now that's some armor.
Yeah. Cassius. The first mercenary we meet in our adventure. Talking about how much younger than him, and he's got so much more. Don't look that much older.
Look at those gloves. Look at boxing gloves.
Yeah. I had the chance to buy those, I passed them up. I went for that waist piece. And I'll show you why in a second, actually. I forgot all about that. And tell me just one. He really has no faith options. Alright. Now, the reason I went with that waist piece is open up your inventory and you take Z for your belt. I have all 5 slots available to me. So, 8 vials for when I start working my cure vial. Over at the end, I'm going to have sword oil. And what's this one? Treats disease. I don't think anything around here causes disease, but why not? We have 5 slots right now. And the target. Don't know why, don't have MD, or don't use it. Alright, let's find somebody that is cool. What is that crap? They did that to me earlier too, and I really starved everything. So I'm gonna have to cut this short after this conversation.
What?
Seriously? Dude, this is ridiculous. There we go. Right? Yeah. Maybe I should put some points in my dad's. Oh, the cool thing about this game is I can still move it to you on as long as I know there's no enemies around. I can do all this. Maybe not. Bigger guys are easier to get. Yeah, size makes a difference or not in this game. It takes me so long to swing that sword. He's already out of my range. What are you doing? Yeah, why did that should have gone away by now? Or did I pick up something else? Look at that. 2 hits. Which isn't bad. You should have seen me with my mage earlier, man. I was swinging those little daggers like 15 times to kill them. Finish this video just so we can stop it. Viewers are not going to want to hear that kind of it's coming from the Wii plugged in. It hits me earlier too. That's what I'm saying. I had to restart. Capture card, the Wii, all of it had to stop. I don't know if it's because, you know, how old we have game controls. I don't know. Your buddy's only well, I mean, it could be. Wow. What happened to Cassius, man? Oh, that's right, he got poisoned. It is.
Did you revive him, or is he dead forever?
No, he... No. There's nothing I can do. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. So he's just like knocked out. I cannot remember how to switch out my belt items. Because right now I'm on sword oil. One of them. Back on you guys on how to switch your belt items. I know I have 5 available items. Zeek. Whoops, I just used it. It's not gonna make me do a Zeek. Seriously? Oh, there we go. Damn it. You hold one down, and then use 2 to switch. Ah. Bad one. Yeah, every time I get close enough, I go to swing the sword. Out of my range. There we go.